Randomizer. Say hi to Demarine. Good evening.
Good evening. These are the uncharted wilds around Tentacle Castle are not something I'm very used to, but you know, we're here and we're gonna see how this goes.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, I mean, this may be your second Dragon Warrior Randomizer race you've commentated, but you have commentated a lot more as the competition has begun with a torch and a whole load of money. I can speak.
Yeah, it'll be real interesting to see where this starts off then. Looking at the outside of the castle, there is no swamp, and Eternal Newbie is the first to the treasury and finds a second torch to go with the first. Another pile of cash, a curse belt, so he knows search spots I think are in play, and some healing just in case.
Yeah, so that's so they're going to be hoping for a town in a real hurry because oh gosh, 2,000 money, that's typically gonna buy some really good equipment.
Yeah, also of note here, it says that this is Chaos Mode, and I've never really seen this mode before. What am I in for tonight? What is everybody in for tonight?
Oh, as the mode naturally says, you're going to be in for a whole lot of chaos. So in other words, the monster statistics are completely randomized. So that means that slimes could be extremely powerful and red dragons can be extremely weak. You are also going to run into randomized prices for items. So the silver shield could be 7 money like it was in my seed last night. Today it is 9,184 money, but at least the broadsword's pretty cheap, which is really nice for our runners that they'll have this availability. Yeah. So you've got that. You have the randomized spells are back, unlike week 1. Pretty much everything else is randomized like the regular game, and bon appetit.
Yeah, it looks like Will and Kaiten are piling up the cash right now, I guess, because they don't quite know it, but I thought Rimeldar, it looked like, was about 8 steps north of the castle, so they will have something to spend that money.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a brilliant play, even though they don't necessarily know it. And wow. ETAP just observed this in chat. 106 experience, and it wasn't enough for a level.
Yeah, looks like MeleeWizard and Eternal Newbie went in another direction and found a cave, and they are exploring it right now. I'm not sure which one it is. 2 ghosts, 212 experience for level 2, and the stat gain, not that.
Yeah, yeah, 7 strength. Well, I mean, 20 hit points isn't bad, but now they're finding a whole bunch of bamboo poles. We have no idea what they are. Okay, dragon scale, that's fine. And I think there was a fighter's ring in there too, so that's good too.
Yeah, ETAP's correcting me. They actually went around to the Tentacle basement, and so they found a cave. It looks like this is the 3 chests on the north side. I forget if that's Mountain Cave or Garen's Grave.
It is Garen's Grave, and yes, there was indeed a dragon scale and a fighter's ring. So both of those gain 2 to offense and defense combined.
Yep, the Silver Shield broadsword and full plate for Will Wagner before he decides to do any exploring here, and still has 12 grand, and looks like he still has 12 grand in his pockets too, so probably feeling alright about it.
Yeah, what an excellent play by Will, and Kaiten will probably do the same thing once things happen in the basement here.
Yep, on the bottom left, Eternal Newbie got elbowed to death by a gold man. In the top right, Will Wagner found one of those notably weak red dragons. They're only worth 26 experience, but they are not putting up a fight tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have those red dragons. They're gonna be good to go until level 4 because they haven't gotten a whole lot of strength here. So, the red dragons were hitting kind of hard. So, I think that'll be a decent grind monster there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Drakey Drakeys aren't hitting terribly hard either, but, you know, they're also looking like they're not taking hits from that broadsword terribly well either, so Will Wagner and MeleeWizard look like they might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna want a critical hit, and, well, unfortunately for MeleeWizard and WillWagnerMusic, they will not succeed.
Will, very stubborn, actually does crack that herb that he had from before, so he's gonna try and keep pushing through, but we just, like you said, the stats are randomized. I have no idea how much health this Drakey has, but we've been here.
Yeah, that Drakey can have up to 144 hit points. We have no idea.
Yep, while in the top left, Kaiten's exploring with the full armor and weapon setup, and did find a red dragon and offed it for the little bit of experience, but it didn't take an awful lot.
Oh no! He got a excellent dodge from the werewolf.
Who then decided to belch up fire in his face and remove him from the battlefield. It's 180 experience for level 2, by the way.
Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, that's typically good for level 5 in the vanilla game. So, yeah, we're gonna be here a while.
Garen's Grave, it's been mentioned, has both ghosts, which look like they're a great option for experience, 106 and fairly weak, and Axe Knights, who have Axe. As on the bottom left, Eternal Newbie gets destroyed. On the bottom right, MeleeWizard about to suffer the same fate. Will Wagner also had to get sent home as well, so a lot of early deaths again.
Yeah, well, the Axe Knights are acting like proper Axe Knights, so, I mean, you gotta give them that.
Yeah, at least they're doing damage in their normal range of suffering on that full plate, so...
I absolutely cannot blame Eternal Newbie for continuously going down the grave and hunting down ghosts, really. So that's what it's about. I think that's what Eternal Newbie's looking for, is more ghosts.
Yep, in the bottom left, Eternal Newbie gets sent home by Rogue Scorpion. In the top left, Kaiten's decided that the game plan is to go ahead and try and find red dragons. Red dragons, and I don't know what else there was outside that I just missed. Oh, Knights have 5 hit points and are giving 210 experience points from ETAP in chat. That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, I'll buy that. I didn't see the knight, but dang, yeah. Where are those knights? Find them and knock them out.
Yep, in the top left corner there, Kaiten hit his level 2, so, you know, pushing out a little bit now. Goldman, however, not what he wants to find, is they have, it looks like Sleep and Wreck. They are sleeping in her home.
No, you got it. Sleep and Wreck.
Even with that 20 hit point game, it's just not enough to get through that. So
yeah, well, alright, so Eternal Newbie's trying the Drakey now, and getting a little bit more success than the other runners, but I don't know. So I guess we're still trying to find just some monster to knock out. I mean, red dragons will do it, but oh, look what Will Wagner found. Found Cantlin.
yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of swamp around it, but you know, getting rewarded for that wandering a little bit here. Still level 1 though, so the swamp is very, very... Poltergeists, they've got hurt more as well, so Kaiten in the top left is going down, and MeleeWizard found a Demon Knight that likes to cast Stop Spell there in the bottom right, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, unfortunately not dealing a lot of damage, so... and we know it's not the the wet noodle because he is casting stop spells. So
Bottom left corner there, Newbie did whittle down that Drakey eventually gains a level 3, 7, 15, and 6 for 2.
yeah, how many experience points was that, Drakey? It seemed to be quite a bit. It was like in the 3 triple digits.
Yeah, it was like a 180.
Oh, Blue Dragon. You're being a true Blue Dragon today.
Playing the part of the Red Dragon, Blue Dragon.
Ah, nice. I don't think the Magi Drakey's it there, Will.
Yeah, even with this flame sword, looks a little bit too tanky. MeleeWizard went back down into Garen's grave, as is Eternal Newbies, our bottom 2 runners. But of course, at level 1, Rogue Scorpion is just going to eat his lunch.
Yeah, that was that was an impressive kill there by the Rogue Scorpion, let me tell you. And now Kaiten's trying some cardinality tricks, trying to find an excellent move. And I say it like that because he's holding B just to keep going command, 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 and he's hoping he can draw an excellent move like that, but not quite working out yet.
Nope, WillWagner is currently trying to kill a ghost here, knowing that it's worth the good experience since not doing too terribly much damage, and so is going to get his level 2 and get that extra 7 strength, which apparently is close enough to make those ghosts start running.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Looks like Kaiten's given up on that Demon Knight.
Yeah, just not getting through for any damage still. A lot of these enemies seem to be pretty well defensive right now. Ghosts are definitely the option, because even though you're not getting through much, it doesn't look like they have much more than 4 or 5 hits.
But look what WillWagner's doing. He's really knocking out that Drakey, shooting from 4 to 7.
Yeah, he's gonna work through that. When he finds out that it's worth 180 experience points, he's not gonna be going anywhere.
Yeah, that should be happening any moment now. Oh, it was worth exactly 180 experience points, which means I get to quote Rust Spray and say 180. Oh,
very nice. That Flame Sword paying dividends at Early Explore and finding Cantlin first is really paying off. But you know, he's using herbs and again desperately looking for more Drakeys right now. While MeleeWizard and Eternal Newbie are trying to find ghosts in Garen's grave and just finding scorpions there on the bottom. They're just hammering away at nothingness right now.
yeah. I mean, I'm liking the ideas that they're putting out there. Just trying to find something. And I mean, ghosts are winding up to be a good idea. Drakeys are definitely a good idea now on WillWagner's side, so long as they don't run. Let's see, what else was good? If they could find those knights, that might work out as well. I know Sony was saying the knights only had 5 hit points, so... Oh, well, we had, was that a Demon Knight kill over Kaiten's side?
Yeah. Kaiten was able to whittle down a Demon Knight with just a broadsword and got 218 experience, it looked like, for his troubles. So, you know, he hops back out in the experience lead slightly as he goes back into Rimmeldar to recharge the old batteries.
Alright, so now we know Demon Knights are good. So pretty much these runners very well could be getting out a notepad and start writing down what are the good monsters and what are the bad monsters. I'm pretty sure Kaiten wrote down Demon Knight on his list.
So on the top right there, WillWagner opened up his fight with the Drakey with a critical hit for 41. and it didn't kill it. We know that Drakey's had between 41 and 50 hit points. Kaiten was able to open up on the top left with a critical and a Stone Man for 36. Killed the Stone Man and got good experience for it, but we know Stone Man hit real hard as he pushes out to level 5.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta you gotta get lucky, and that was one of those times.
I mean, isn't there a saying in the Dragon Warrior community, better metal slime than good?
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I needn't remind everybody about what happened in the second game of the grand final last year, so you know. And
sorry about that. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, because I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, Kaiten finds out that there was baby breath on the Druids, and they're worth a total of 7 experience points.
Wow, that is so amazing.
So knowing that, all your knowledge about enemy stats means nothing, how do you go about attacking one of these seeds, Gameboy?
Well, it's pretty much finding the right monsters and where they reside, and how much experience. And before I keep going, Kaiten getting lucky again with a Metal Scorpion this time for a 173. In my seed I played last night, it was just blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak, for every single experience point you could get, every single level. You needed like thousands of experience points or hundreds and thousands of experience points to get levels in my seed. And I think I must have had like 12,000 experience before completing the game or something crazy like that. It was a lot of experience. So it's just one of those things where you just have to identify which monsters are the really good ones and which monsters you don't want to fight, and trying to get those levels. So that's how I would attack a seed like this.
Yep, very first spell of the match is at level 6. It's outside. Probably not exactly what you wanted to see, but you'll take it if you can get it. MeleeWizard on the bottom right has finally found a ghost, and will finally start working his way through that ghost.
Alright. Made it to level 2. And I see Eternal Newbie pretty much maxing out his equipment. Nicely done.
Joining everybody else on the Silver Shield and Full Plate train here, so gonna just try and keep himself alive while MeleeWizard with that level 2 decides to try to fight off a Drakey, and that doesn't work out so very well for him, as he still can't quite punch through with the broadsword.
Yeah, needs to find a flame sword, and which is just south of here, but requires hit points.
Or just herbs and some gumption. Wolflord on the bottom left for Eternal Newbie just bails out of the fight, so we probably won't find out what they're going to be doing this round, as they are very.
All right. What's this Stone Man doing? It's gonna dodge. Oh, boy, this.
Not only is it going to dodge, it's just going to soak a hit as well and just not take any damage, so good luck with that.
Yeah, I'll pass on that, thank you. Maybe when I'm level 30,000 or something like that, I don't know.
Yeah, Eternal Newbie's westerly push finds the single chest cave, which has money in it, like everything else in this game, it feels like.
Yeah, so I've wanted to ask you, Demery, which is more valuable, the gold piece or the Jill from Final Fantasy? And I would like to remind you, this is a Dragon Warrior stream.
Well, the major thing is that when the guild was created, it was created with a mix of metals because gold was very hard to come by in the many worlds of Final Fantasy. So it is an impure currency. It's, designed to be minted, though, so it's made en masse, so you can get a lot more gil than you can gold. I'd probably assume a conversion rate of around 75 to 1, honestly, gold pieces being very valuable.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, especially since, like, there are ways, especially in Final Fantasy IV, where all of a sudden you can have 10 million gold, so, in what, about 2 minutes, I'd say?
Yep. In the bottom left corner, Eternal Newbies hit level 8 while we've been chatting about the value of gold, and looks like that at level 8, Hurtmore was attained.
Yeah, that's gonna open this seed up in a real hurry, and I noticed Kaiten killed a magician for 218, so there are a lot of really nice monsters in this seed, at least so far.
Yeah, it looks like Heal sort of fell out of the sky at level 8 as well, so, can't go wrong with that. So, a little bit of sustainability on the road now. They're just looking for MP as they level up so they can keep burning their problems.
And Kaiten gets revenge on a rogue scorpion. 78 points, that's not terrible.
Yeah, as it looks like all of a sudden the experience table has become incredibly friendly to our runners, as at 1501, Eternal Newbie on the bottom left, he's at level 11 now, so just using Hurtmore and just Kite and Eternal Newbie are just racking up the levels now all of a sudden.
Yeah, this is yeah, once you see that Hurtmore, man, you're in real good shape here, but the match isn't over yet, but Will and Melee is gonna have to hurry up.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get going pretty soon because things are about to get pretty dangerous. Kaiten was trying to do lower Garen's Grave, went to the door in Garen's Grave, which looks like, as we can see in the rules, no keys, didn't need a key for. Popped open the door, got ambushed by a rogue scorpion, got sent back, but now has 98 hit points and 43 MP to play with, so, is a little bit, ready to go, it looks like.
Yeah, and I see Eternal Newbie starting to do some exploration as well, so it's looking good for the runners on the left. Will's gonna trying to Magi Drakey, and it's not working out either, so I think it's just a matter of where are those Drakeys?
Yeah, those beautiful 180 experienced Drakeys. They're fairly healthy, though, but, they're great.
Yeah, maybe... Or they can wander somewhere else and defeat those Demonites. See, that's the thing about Chaos. It's like, what really is the best way to advance in a seed? It's not always the obvious choice, so to speak.
Yep, and Eternal Newbie's Wanderings, he did find a desert town through the swamp to the east, I believe, but got cut short by a skeleton who ambushed him and punched his lights out.
Welcome to the world of Chaos, where even the weak skeletons can deal 87,000 points of damage. Which is pretty impressive if you think about it, because, I mean, in Final Fantasy, you can only deal 99.99.
Yeah, and looks like MeleeWizard's got to do some, does have to, try to work over this Magic Reiki, but there he is on the bottom right, and he's gone down again, while WillWagner found a Demon Knight, and is going to try and whittle down this Demon Knight, knowing that it's worth solid experience points, and may just get his run jumpstart.
Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, gotta give a few hits here, but looking good, I think.
Kaiten is gonna find the second floor of Garen's Grave now, while Eternal Newbie is, trying to take care of a gold man who's worth all of 25 experience and is fairly armored. MeleeWizard on the bottom right did just get 215 from his encounter, so has found level 5. And WillWagner on the top right, assuming no major mishap and can work through this Demon Knight, will also get his level 5.
Yeah, it's gotta be coming real soon, I would think. Ugh. Droll Magi's aren't worth much, even though that awarded level 6 to Melee.
I mean, the thing is he's about to realize that level 6 is going to at least start the spell train going, but, you know, again, we know level 8 is where you want to be.
Oh, you Armored Knights. You're just being real classic Armored Knights, but that's a nice, excellent move.
Kaiten is there on the top left. He's coming down to these lower chests here in Garen's grave after killing a poltergeist and getting 100 some experience from that as well, and missed that chest, though. Did not see it because of a little bit of...
Yeah, I missed it too. I'll have to look at the replay to see what that was.
Didn't look like anything in the inventory there that, you know, would be exciting. I didn't see a staff or stones or a token, so... Doesn't seem to be the sword. He's not hitting for significantly more on these Axe Knights, so I would not guess that it was the sword either. MeleeWizard found Knights that's getting the 215. Will Wagner has decided that it's time to start working his way through those Demon Knights. He's getting through them very slowly. MeleeWizard has just hit level 8. When he checks his spell list, he is going to be the happiest runner out there at this point in time.
Yeah, you're right about that, and here comes MeleeWizard getting all the experience right now.
Yeah. Kaiten doing some exploration here, finds what looks like is... Oh, God.
Oh, that's a nice kill. You're now I see Kaiten was able to one-shot a ghost for 106.
Yeah, Will Wagner in the top right there is the only runner who's really lagging behind on experience, because he's found that Demon Knights are the option that he's taking to fight. The big thing is that he's getting the experience, but he's getting it very slowly, and actually the Demon Knights are pretty well done with him at this point.
Oh, no. Alright, you know what, we haven't seen any coordinates yet. Has anybody tried to get coordinates?
No, but now with heal and herbs, it's likely, as MeleeWizard is in Cantlin at the moment, and grabs that fire sword, so, you know, goes for the upgrade on the weapon.
Yes, we're gonna see some coordinates shortly, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, MeleeWizard in this zone has found a Knight-heavy zone here and is very happily just cutting them down, rapidly charging up to level 11. I don't know if I'd leave there right now.
Yeah, one has to wonder. 67 south, 14 to the east are our coordinates. I don't know if they're going to be countable yet.
Bottom right, MeleeWizard's trying to hurt more a wolf, and the wolf is resisting his attempts there, so... You know, is that one of those things that gets randomized? Because I know wolves don't usually resist hurt more.
Yes, monster resistances are randomized in Chaos, completely. So, so in this case, wolves can be completely resistant to hurt more, and it looks like that's the case.
Bottom left, Eternal Newbie is finding that he can one-shot Druid Lords now for 162 experience apiece, so he's probably feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Will Wagner in the top right runs into another Magidrakey who is not letting him go.
Oh my. Wow, green dragons for 1-7. Oh no, a cave right next to a town. That's awesome.
On the town is Garenham as well, which is even better. That's treasure chests and another cave location, super conveniently placed.
Alright, let's see what we got here. We got the death necklace. Dun dun dun. So the death necklace takes away 25% of your hit points, but it gains 10 attack power. Oh, Erdrick's sword. Bam! Sorry about that. When you run into Erdrick's sword, that's gonna stop everything. That adds another 12 attack power to Eternal Newbie's score, and gonna make Eternal Newbie very happy.
And then he dips right into that cave back there, and this looks like this is the Rock Mountain Cave?
I believe this is the Tablet Cave, so that means no monsters and one box.
One important box, though. It's got the silver harp in it. And he knows where to turn in the silver harp. It's right here.
Man, somebody's got to tell the silver harp guy. I mean, dude, you could have just gone to the cave right next door. You wouldn't have run into any monsters. You would have had the silver harp.
At the bottom right, though, MeleeWizard's wanderings has taken him to coaling, and he finds the armor in coal, so he's got Erdrick's armor now.
Well, that's a nice counterattack, so to speak. So then comes the question, which is more powerful? The adamant armor from Final Fantasy IV or the Erdrick's armor in Dragon Warrior? It is a very close call. Erdrick's armor restores 1 hit point per step. Also adds resistance to hurt more and hurt spells and the fire spells. You no longer take damage from swamp tiles or damage tiles or any of those tiles. And you are completely immune to stop spell now. And it awards extra defense.
Sorry to say, though, the adamant armor makes you immune to death. It gives you 50% resistance from fire as opposed to 25. And also makes you completely physically impervious, basically. So, sorry to say, we all say that the Erdrick's armor is the most broken armor in video games. It's the most broken armor in Dragon Warrior.
Checkmate. I lose.
The specters are in the bottom right there, spitting baby breath at MeleeWizard, but the armor is, as we said, giving him that extra resistance, so he's feeling all right.
Ooh, Hurtmore wasn't enough to dispatch of the werewolf, and Will Wagner is going back to the penalty box here, but at least he's level 8, so he's going to be off to the races short.
Yeah, bottom left, Eternal Newbie finds a red slime and runs from it. I don't know if Eternal Newbie found out that red slimes have Dragon Lord breath as well, so it's not very nice.
I tell you what, though, Eternal Newbie just won the Battle of the Stop Spell.
Yeah, so after winning the Battle of the Stop Spells, the Magiwyvern instead decides to turn on the old flamethrower there. It also has Dragon Lord breath.
Oh, ouch. There was a nice magician kill by Will Wagner.
Yeah, he's quickly gonna bridge this experience gap, as we saw that these levels are pretty quick here, and then it's a bit of a hike from 12 to 13. It looks like.
Yeah, I'm liking Will's strategy, trying to find a good grind zone. I don't know if he's found it yet or not, but yeah, okay, probably. Knight with 215, Magician with 218. I mean, that's two super huge monsters already. Green Dragon's 170. Oh my gosh.
Dying to one swing for 24? Dying for one swing to 18.
Yeah, I would do nothing but hang out in this zone.
Possibly until I heal more, potentially.
Oh, I might even just wait until you're Dragon Lord eligible. And like, wait until you have 90 strength at this point. That's my opinion.
Yeah, then just run from everything. MeleeWizard's found coal in the desert, so he's gonna add the armor to... Or he's already got the armor, he's just found coal, and he's gonna... Looks like he's charging back.
Yeah, refound coal. And look at Will Wagner, just like that. He's only 300 points down.
Yep. Gets his last hurt more resisted by this metal scorpion, though, so he's gonna take a couple of hacks at it. But it's pretty well armored, too.
Yeah, I think Will's just gonna wait to forfeit that life and then try again a little bit later.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna fight whatever is in front of him. Looks like scorpions were good experience, and they are dying to one swing as well, so he's gonna pick up what he can with just the flame sword at this point, and he's gonna catch level 12 here.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I believe that makes 4 out of the 5 monsters in that zone worth a ton of points, even though he just lost to the scorpion there. But I mean, that was a great life right there. That was great run.
Yeah, and Kaiten is searching the ground outside here. Do you think he's counted out the steps from Tantageal Castle?
It's definitely possible. I haven't noticed. I didn't notice the count there, but definitely looking around.
Not finding anything. On the bottom left, Eternal Newbie's out here in the desert, finds a gold man who sleeps him, punches him, hurt-mores him, and ships him back to Tantageal Castle in a box.
Yeah. And Kaiten's gonna forfeit that search for the time being.
Which is, he's gonna find out, is probably the wisest decision that he's made so far this run, because he's gonna get rewarded with a sword, and a sword, a harp, and a harp he's gonna turn to a staff, so he's gonna be really happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Melee gonna try to see if he can avoid the count altogether. Oh, gotta deal with the gold man first, though.
Who has enough armor to not take damage from the attack, but looks like it's gonna catch a hurt more for 59 and just die.
Yep. Yeah, and it gives proper experience and proper money. And totally fitting for gold.
Way more importantly, the Erdrick's token is waiting for him there, so he is in good shape now.
Yeah, this is good. Doesn't have to do the count anymore because the fairy flute in these, as Eternal Newbie finds the fairy flute, nice count by the way, but the fairy flute in Chaos is generally useless because it still only works for the golem, and the golem is when you average it all out, the golem typically isn't very strong.
I mean, I think just mathematically, it's very hard for the golem to be any stronger than he usually is. So probably ends up working out all right. But that's a really good piece of information. Already having the armor from Cole and the token, so now knows the coordinates are used.
I didn't catch that grave box, but I don't think it was all that important. But I'll be able to catch the last box here in a second. Oof. Wyvern more than happy to accept 1 hurt more there. Oh, an herb at the bottom. Blech.
Well, never going back in there. Will Wagner is done with Garen's Grave forever.
Well, at least until next week, right?
There's always a next week, isn't there?
Yeah, next week's gonna be fun. It's gonna be standard setup. Okay. So the third box happened to be wings. So yeah. So Garen's Grave was definitely not helpful.
Eternal Newbie in whatever dungeon that he is in right now, there in the bottom left, just found the Stones of Sunlight.
Then that's probably the mountain cave in that case, I think.
So I think we're still missing two things that we don't know about right now. I think we haven't found Sherlock yet, and we have not found the Rainbow Drop Cave.
No, we haven't found the jerk, but I'm sure they will at pretty soon. Because if they don't, then the game is broke. So.
Yeah, so that would be very bad, of course. But as our runners here, it looks like MeleeWizard has opened up a marginal experience lead at the moment.
Yeah, right now it's pretty much okay, fine, a two-way race, but I mean, Will knows exactly where to grind. So, I mean, I'm guessing Will's gonna finish the exploration portion of this game, and then once he's done, he knows exactly where to go.
Yeah, the big thing is that MeleeWizard's the only runner who has found coal at this point, and he's the only runner who has the armor. But the other three runners all have Erdrick's Sword at this point. And Eternal Newbie has the most of our objectives so far. So, sort of leading the way on that, but definitely still needs coal, definitely still needs the token.
Yeah, so for the record, it's not posted on the screen right now, but Will Wagner has 2 league points. Kaiten and Melee both have 3 league points, and Eternal Newbie won his first race, so does have 5 points. So if Eternal Newbie is able to win this one, he'll be sitting on 10 league points and will be in a great position for the standard race next week.
Yeah, and for all of the troubles Will Wagner was having in the early game here, he has caught it up, and he's actually passed Kaiten in experience. He's at 3,700 now. It takes about 4,600 to get to level 14, it looks like.
Oh my goodness, did he find the exact same grind zone right outside Garenham? Wow. If I were WillWagnerMusic, I just would not move. I would not move until he's got the statistics. Ooh, but red slime.
And the spell at level, the spell there, it looks like Healmore is at level 13, because I think Healmore is in everyone's lists right now.
Yeah, that's always a good spell because that heals between 85 and 100 hit points. So definitely the last big spell, which was guaranteed to be learned by 6.
Yeah, and like you said, Will Wagner is not terribly interested in leaving this zone right now. He is very interested in grinding these knights and grinding anything that's worth over 100 experience here, which is pretty much everything.
Yeah, it's a great find, that's for sure. But I just saw Eternal Newbie get Erdrick's armor. All Eternal Newbie has to find now is what does he have to find? He has to find Hawksness and get the token.
Yeah, and then he needs to find somebody to give all that good stuff to. And then he needs to find the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, The Dragon Lord. It's all about the Dragon Lord.
And it looks like it's very likely that our runners are, unless the hit points dry up completely, are going to have the health to pop that death necklace as well. So it'll be real interesting to see.
Yeah, the biggest risk with putting on that death necklace is, what if the Dragon Lord has the sleep spell? Because in the Chaos mode, the Dragon Lord can cast sleep and it can also cast heal. And if it casts sleep, oh boy, you better have a stop spell ready to go, and hopefully it'll stop the Dragon Lord spell. But if it doesn't, well, it's not good. But if the Dragon Lord has heal, at least you can get powerful enough to resist that and counteract the heal. So we'll see how this goes in a few minutes' time here.
Yeah, Will Wagner with level 14 is done, and it looks like Eternal Newbie has, in his wanderings due south of Cole, has found the Rainbow Drop Cave. So that is accounted for now. Which I guess we might have missed when MeleeWizard got there, because there is Hawk.
There we go. Let's see if we got a clock now here. Should have a clock starting here in just a sec. Ah, there it is. Yeah, we're just about 47 minutes into this competition, so I'd say we're making some pretty good progress there. And oh, Eternal Newbie just found Hawksness. Excellent.
Gonna cut down this Armored Knight with Erdrick Sword, just goes through that armor like butter, and is gonna get to the search spot in just a sec.
The Armored Knight wasn't all that bad. The Gold Man, on the other hand. Oh, excellent play, Eternal Newbie. Excellent play. Stops the Goldman spell, and that's pretty much good.
Give him the token now. He's gonna throw away literally something else. Probably the Fairy Water makes sense because we've got Repel. And he'll be our first runner, it looks like, with all of the objectives in hand right now. And he knows he just walked by the drop cave, so he'll be our first runner with the Rainbow Drop in hand, ready to go.
Yeah, and then it's pretty much just find a really good grind spot. If he finds WillWagnerMusic's grind spot, it's on. He's gonna be off to the races.
Yeah, because Will Wagner has opened up a massive experience lead right now, about 1,000 experience it looks like now. But he's been concentrating on grinding, while Eternal Newbie's been concentrating on finding his way to objectives. As Will starts to traverse the Swamp Cave here, and is gonna see if there's more grind here by the Princess.
Yeah, Magi Wyverns, I don't think that's gonna work, just because of the breath. Oh gosh, wow, that's a lot of HP, over 100.
Yeah, and just is very breath happy as well, as just burns Will Wagner down 70 hit points at a time. Even with the heal more, just can't survive.
Yeah, it looks like about 7,500 points to level 16, which is above average. So, well, it's above the vanilla divided by 2 mark. So it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, as MeleeWizard's here and looking like he is in Lower Garen's grave right now, and has just hits level 15 as well. So about 500 experience behind WillWagnerMusic. Kaiten is struggling a little bit here. In his exploration, has been just finding goldmen everywhere, and the goldmen have been about as friendly as you'd expect they'd be.
Oh, we haven't found Charlotte Castle. I think that's what Eternal Newbie's looking for.
Yeah, he hid outside, I guess, to get to the north side of the north side of the swamp cave here, and is exploring wherever that has led him out.
I'm afraid this island is going to be very small, and yep, Eternal Nobody's going to have to look elsewhere.
What is with this randomizer and just swamp cave to Breckenary only?
I have no idea, and I don't think McGrew knows either. So, I guess it's going to be something he's going to have to look into. Yeah, I have no idea. But for whatever reason, Breckenary's always on the other side of that swamp.
I just find it very amusing because of all the seats I've both played and commentated, every single one of them has been other side of the swamp cave is literally Breckenary and nothing else.
Now it's not necessarily always the case, but it definitely seems like it definitely seems like. All right, where is everybody going here? I see Will's going after Stoneman for a lot of points, so that's helpful.
Yeah, Will is looking to save the princess at this point in time. Just going to try and hurt more. Just trying to burn through this magic wyvern as fast as possible here. But ends up sticking the stop spell, and so he is kind of stuck.
Alright, there we go. Stops the Magi Wyvern spell instead. Yeah, I think he's in good shape now with Magi Wyvern casting stop spell a couple times. Yep, does his swing the sword, good game.
Yep, cuts down the magic wyvern for a beautiful 71 experience point.
Yeah, not all that great, but, well, yeah, I've seen worse, of course.
Yeah, but that is gonna be, assuming that this red slime doesn't light him on fire,
or just punch him to death, my goodness. Alright,
yeah.
so...
I mean, good news, Princess rescued, you have outside and return, so you can just go straight home. Bad news is, the search spot's the fairy flute.
Yeah, no, so, well, but there is a secondary decent news, and that is the princess will announce how many experience points you need to get to the next level, so you do get that extra information that nobody else gets, unless they want to go see the king, of course.
Yeah, and at this point in the run, there's only one way you end up seeing the king, and you don't want to die terribly much anymore.
No, not at all. Let's see, we still haven't found Sharlock yet, I don't believe. Where could it be? I mean, it's not surprising.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you there, but yeah, it is common for one person to not find it for a long time, but it is not common for all four runners to struggle.
Yeah, this is you know, it feels like Eternal Newbie is really combing over the map with a fine-tooth comb at this point in time, probably looking at his notes, scratching his head, wondering what's going on. This is not normal, is it?
Yeah, usually like there's this little crevice, this little nook and cranny that you have to go through in order to find Sharlock Castle.
And, you know, the big thing with Sherlock is that it's in a 5x5 block of squares. It's the kind of thing that you should be able... it's hard to miss.
Yeah, I know, but oh, maybe we'll get here. That's a pretty narrow peninsula. Let's see.
Yep, bottom right there. Death Necklace and Sword for MeleeWizard, so he'll be very happy. He's going to dip in the back, see the Silver Heart Cave, come back out, pop in the cave, go get a Silver Heart, but he's going to go through the motions all of our runners have gone through that have been here so far.
Yep, absolutely, and still no Sherlock. Oh god.
Eternal Newbie out here by the desert town of Cole, trying to continue finding his way around here. Kaiten is trying to work up the experience. Our runners are all looking like they're at level 15 right now. Will Wagner trying to burn down metal slimes right now and keep that experience lead going here. He's about 200 up on MeleeWizard right now.
Yeah, Will Wagner is still doing a great job. Bry asking for a quick summary here, and it's been a pretty interesting seed. Most of our runners pretty much got off to a relatively decent start. I wouldn't say a quick start by any means, but they were able to pick up equipment virtually straight away. So they were able to get stuff like the broadsword right away. So they were able to break out. Eternal Newbies found everything except Sherlock. So I'm kind of wondering where Sherlock is right now.
Yeah, it wasn't through the swamp cave because that was pretty isolated. And everything was in a different location. It felt like you had early silver shields for our runners over in Rimmeldar. Garen's Grave Intentional Basement was a blank. Garenham has Erdrick's sword. Cole Search Spot has Erdrick's armor. The Hawksnest Search Spot had the token. The stones were out in the mountain cave. And the Tablet Cave right next door to Garenham, which was right next door to the Harp Cave, or right next door to the Staff Cave, had the harp. So we know where everything is except for the most important thing.
Yeah, I see the other race has we do have a winner in the other race, or Randomania 2, Tyrannex winning and going up to 6 league points in the competition. So congratulations to Tyrannex. So we'll see how the rest of that goes as we go along here.
Always good to bounce back from a tough week, so that's good to see. And it looks like Will has breached the mountain cave here and gotten his hands on his stones of sun.
Stones of Sunlight yet. I don't know. Sorry, Demarine, I got nothing.
Yeah, no, I got nothing either.
All right, we've got to find Sherlock sometime, and
yeah, Eternal Newbie is determined to hunt it down right now. When he finds it, we'll be very happy because he'll be able to go in. But in the interim, the other runners have been working up experience, and if somebody catches a good break and finds Sherlock first, that advantage that he had worked up in terms of exploration, just because things have sort of kind of fallen apart for him in terms of finding Sherlock, is not going to help the cause any.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we have two runners that still have to find Hawksnest yet. So, and defeat the Gold Man. That's the other thing. You gotta beat the Gold Man. And we still have WillWagnerMusic that still needs to find Cole. This has been a rather wicked map for sure.
Yeah, my notes are not up to the task of remembering where every town is, and that's not great. There it is. He got there.
Yay!
It is far to the east of Garenham, around through the mountains, down to the south, cutting back on this little tiny isolated peninsula where nobody's ever gone. Hey, wait. Why are they here? This is the end.
Yeah, so that's actually one of the options that we've put in there. Sorry, it took me a few seconds to... Oh, I need to answer that question. But no, we actually have a short Sherlock in this one, and that's one of the options that we added sometime about 12 to 18 months ago, where you can just go directly to the last basement of Sherlock, and looks like that's exactly what Eternal Newbie's doing. Now, the problem with being down here in Sherlock is that none of the monsters here are being penalized for the run comparison. So, therefore, they have a much harder time of running away. So, it's gonna be a struggle getting through this last section here.
Yeah, I mean, uses up the last of whatever MP he had there to take down that one enemy, and then gets lit on fire by this red slime. I think this trip is about to end.
And you, Demarine, are 100% correct.
Yeah, Kaiten found the Stones of Sunlight in the mountain cave, so, you know, he is now with that item as well. Eternal Newbie has found Sherlock, and is our first runner to find Sherlock, and all our runners still have a mighty 60 strength, right?
Well, I think that qualifies them all for the World's Strongest Man competition. What do you think? Or World's Strongest Person competition, excuse me.
MeleeWizard is using the Black Mage Sprite, and as we all know, Black Mages don't lift. Would not be surprised, though, to see Eternal Newbie beelining it over to the Garenham area, because that was the good stuff for grind.
Yeah, exactly. Especially since he's now 1,500 points down. But if he winds up in that area, it's pretty much going to be good to go.
Will Wagner has found the Jerk Cave, and is probably going to find Hawksness shortly thereafter. MeleeWizard just walked past Sherlock Castle per MeleeWizard here, so he's got that bit of information.
And what is Eternal Newbie do? Oh, it's just gonna hang out in the starting area. Okay.
I guess he's gonna... The Drakies still aren't running away, so it looks like he's just gonna try and light up Drakies with Hurtmore here.
So, but if Will Wagner hurries up and finds everything else, and still has to find Cole, might be in really good shape to get the 5 points, but we'll see.
Yeah, this race is a lot tighter than it looks right now, and MeleeWizard with Erdrick's armor, Erdrick's sword already in hand, you know, is in the right area to find, is in the right part of the world to find Hawksness here. He just needs to, well, find it.
Alright, so there's the token, so... did Will also find the Grump yet?
He did. It looks like he is moving in the correct direction here to make the drop.
Oh, sure enough.
It's something about the sun and the rain and 4 orbs or something. I'm not sure what these storylines are all about.
Yeah, right. I know. Something about chaos, too.
As MeleeWizard is also now in the mountain cave and is going to get his Stones of Sunlight now. And so it may come down this may come down to a bit of a grind race here at this point.
Yeah, right now Eternal Newbie's winning that grind race because, well, yeah, let's see, where is well, this is the problem though, all these monsters are running away, so, well, we'll see.
Yeah, I think just based on what we know, it looks like, oh, there's Will Wagner and Cole, by the way, finding reverse armor just to cut myself off. It looks like Garanham was the stronger grind area. It looks like Knights were not going anywhere and dying pretty quickly, but Will Wagner now has the full set of everything that he needs to finish up, except for access to Sharlock. I don't think he's seen it yet. MeleeWizard just got the Stones of Sunlight, so he's got everything that he needs now to finish this up other than levels, and I think knows it at this point.
Yeah, so I think it's coming down to the grind. So so if you don't mind, Demarine, I'd like to go through the remainder of the Dragon Warrior randomizers. And what do we have here? Tomorrow at 9:30, 10, and 11, we have 3 more races coming your way. That'll be on the Randomating Networks somewhere. It's going to probably be 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to have runners like Jay Coper, Empty Eye, Tillo Tillo, Ouija Wee, Tristal, High Spirits, Ryu Station, Captain Green, Centroid, Link Fort. There are 12 runners that are going to run tomorrow. And then on Friday at 6, is going to be an entertaining race. Angry Larry, Jackamus Wedge, Brysolf, and Rye Guy. They will compete in their chaos race. We have Ferran Burgundy and Edgestream on Edgeworth on the call there. And then at 10 o'clock, also on Friday night, Scorpion Max, Seawolf 1, Zarnax, and the Hangry Canuck will compete to finish the second week. This round is supposed to end on Sunday, and it's actually going to end right around midnight Eastern Friday. So, yeah, we are flying through this league, let me tell you.
Very nice. It's good to hear. It's going to be a lot of action, it sounds like, which is always awesome. Our runners who hit level 16, by the way, were rewarded with 20 strength.
Well, well, maybe I shouldn't have bothered to announce the schedule, but no matter though. That is a lot of strength. I don't think that's enough though. You probably need at least 10 more.
Yeah, but still, that's heartening to see there. That it's going to push out really quickly, which is going to be nice. You're just hoping. I know it looks like Will Wagner's also hit level 17, as he is hurt-mooring scorpions here in the desert around... hurt-mooring scorps here around the desert of Garanham, which I think we said probably made the most sense for grind.
All right. Oh, and very quickly we got level 17 there, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, mighty 1 strength though, but a big boost in agility in case running away comes into play, and also a big boost in MP. 93 MP is not insignificant now.
No, not at all.
I think Eternal Newbie though I think he's going for it. It looks like he's gonna make the push for the Dragon Lord here. Is this smart?
Oh, he can't possibly be doing that. I bet he's looking for who the mini boss is down here. I don't see him winning on 122 attack power. Red Slime is the mini boss. They only award short of 70 experience, so the only way I see Eternal Newbie winning this is if the second Dragon Lord has 100 hit points, which is possible, but oof.
Well, we're not going to find out, because the Red Slime also is resistant to hurt more, has Dragon Lord Breath, hits really hard, is armored. I guess maybe the part of the Red Dragon was actually just being played by the Red Slime?
Yeah, that's going to make this race a lot more interesting. I don't know exactly who has fully completed their items, but I'm pretty sure it's most everybody here. So, yeah, there's the 20 strength for melee.
Neon Gray coming over, say hi from the Final Fantasy community, but lets us know it's girl slime power because the red slimes are girls, which is accurate.
Yeah, the red slimes have been renamed in more recent Dragon Quests as she slimes. So yes, that is exactly what we're doing. But glad to see you here, Neon Gray. Welcome aboard.
MeleeWizard has breached Sherlock. I know that Will Wagner's also formed the stones. Kaiten's the only runner I don't think who has formed the Rainbow Drop at this point. So.
Whoa! 47 magic, my word! That is a lot.
86 strength, but 140 MP. I think Will Wagner's going to go ahead and dive in at level 18, having caught back up and then some here. A furious bout of grinding in front of Garenham is probably paid off in spades here. As MeleeWizard's trying to make a level 16 dive. Eternal Newbie is going to make another level 16 dive here. As they are hoping and hoping and hoping here that level 16 or 17 now for MeleeWizard is going to be enough.
Oh, now Will Wagner is going to run into that, well, shall I say, she slime, and I'm going to find it to be very powerful. Can't deal a lot of damage to it. And I wonder if he'll wind up gaining a few more levels after this significant chance of failure here. But let's see.
Yeah, but, you know, not knowing that he's going to gain 47 MP at level 18, which is going to be a giant difference maker. That is 47 MP. That is 5 casts of Heal More and 6 with some rounding there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you're looking at, what, 17 heal mores. It's a lot, but you're only shooting 7 to 14 damage unless you put on that death necklace, which is somewhat of a risk in chaos mode. But yeah, we'll see. I mean,
like, I think you take a crack without it. Like, I think you go for it without the death necklace first. You try and see what you're doing. You just try and ride the fact that you have a big pile of heal mores to play.
Alright, we do see Melee defeating a red slime, but down to just 40 magic points. I don't think that's going to be a Dragon Lord victory there.
No, it looks like he's turning around. While Will Wagner's just burning hurt mores to get through these wizards because I guess he can.
Yeah, I do like that he's fighting these wizards. That's just because they are worth so much experience.
Level 19 not far away as well in case this does not go according to plan.
Yeah, I think... Oh, this is great news for Will Wagner. Damage breaking the red slime.
3 swings and gone, and he is through.
And then he draws the perfect monster.
MeleeWizard has the same idea. He's taking down wizards for 18. Eternal Newbie has the same idea. He's trying to melee his way through these wizards, which is taking a bit of time.
And we're just about ready to see the moment of truth here.
While, of course, in the top left, Kaiten is in Hawk's Nest and is going to be the last runner to get his hands on the Stones of Sunlight. It's 15 strength, 21 hit points here at level 19. It's looking a lot better right now. All of a sudden, 15 more strength over the other runners.
Yeah, exactly.
Way out to level 20.
Yeah, and oh yeah, he got 2 levels out of that. Wow. So he is totally in the green now. So it's gonna be in good shape, and the Dragon Lord is not hitting hard. And by the appearances of things, it looks like that's all the Dragon Lord is doing is swinging. So, woof, 66 damage. Good night. Well, yeah. Let's see what this Dragon Lord can do, though.
Looks pretty vanilla so far. 1329.
Yeah, so here's the thing though. The Dragon Lord has anywhere between 100 and 230 hit points. So we'll see if the Dragon Lord has heal or something like that that's going to slow everybody down.
So he's at 70 right now, and he's going to get a triple here.
Yeah. If you get a triple, let alone a double, you're in really good shape. That's what 105 defense points does for you.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like a pretty vanilla Dragon Lord here. Swings for 21, that's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly, and we're still not having a still not seeing any heal yet.
Yeah, we're over 130 damage into this fight now. I lost exact count, but that's a hit for 27 from the Dragon Lord. This is looking good. This is looking real good, because the Dragon Lord goes down like this was vanilla. Looks like a little bit healthier than usual, but it's all over now, folks. Get your GGs out in chat for WillWagnerMusic.
Yeah, what is Will Wagner's finishing time anyway? Oh, there it is. 1 hour, 16 minutes, 27 seconds. Well done. And that means Will Wagner will have 7 league points.
Grinding in Garenham pays off big, and thus the tale has come to an end for one of our runners tonight.
But the race isn't completely over. I mean, we still have 6 more league points to give out, so hang on, because we're at level 18 for both Eternal Newbie and Melee, and let's see if Will's willing to jump in for an interview here. All right, but while we see if we can get Will in here, let's see how our other runners are going here. It looks like Melee's about to check in for 19, actually.
Yep, just clips 19 as he's getting in, because he found a Drakey who got in his way and just cut right through it. He's not interested in these wizards. He's not interested in anything anymore. He's interested in running. Eternal Newbie is still interested in wizards at this point. He needs, I think, another 3 of them for 19 and 4 for 20. Kaiten is hauling tail to Sherlock as well, but is only at level 17, is definitely a little bit behind everybody else. I mean, he's had a pretty good run, but, you know, he's just, he just slipped a little bit behind on exploration, and it seems to be making the difference right now.
Yeah, alright, Melee's now going after this wizard, I think, so... Yep, there it is.
He's gonna get level 20 from this. Eternal Newbie still at level 18. He's gonna crack herbs to patch up all the way to all the way to the full 144. It looks like.
Look at the stats. Oh, going for it, Death Necklace, yeah.
And knowing what we know that this is the right play. This is a pretty vanilla Dragon Lord with about 180 hit points. And he's got 140 MP, so he's got more than enough heal mores to get him through it. As long as he cracks one here, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, this Dragon Lord is... there's heal, but yeah, that's not going to matter. Heal only heals for 27 max, so yeah.
And we are in the middle of a photo finish here.
Yeah, that's right. If they are within 5 seconds, we will have to retime the runner, so to see how this goes. But it is 12-0 right now. I think Eternal Newbie is going to get it here, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is that MeleeWizard got an extra 15 strength from those levels. So there's a chance that that's going to make a difference here, as he's hitting for over 20 per swing.
Yeah, by the way, look who else is next to the Dragon Lord. It's Kaiten, but only at level 17. It's not enough right now.
We know both MeleeWizard and Eternal Newbie at the bottom will have more than enough heal mores to get through this. They will have more than enough resources to push through. It's just a matter of damage rolls right now. Eternal Newbie with 96 strength with the Death Necklace. MeleeWizard with the levels at 101. It's really going to come down to numbers.
Yeah, that 13 that Melee just rolled is not good, because damage range is between 10 and 21.
And
the Dragon Lord did have heal. Oh no, going for stop spell. I'm pretty sure that the Dragon Lord has 25% heal. Oh, heal going the other way over Melee side. Yeah, really like Melee's play right now. Just ignoring the heal and just pounding right through it.
Now he tries a stop spell here and gets it to stick.
Oh man, that's oh my goodness.
Dragon Lord retaliates with some fire breath, but
yeah, fire breath and no longer able to heal. Which one would you do?
I mean, he's gonna get some free turns out of this. It's gonna be real close here, and it looks like MeleeWizard's gonna take it. Looks like sticking it's gonna help him out, but the extra strength he had, just the little bit of strength is gonna make the difference here. As Eternal Newbie is gonna keep trying to push through, but it's looking like the Dragon Lord is not being friendly. It takes a swing at 46 hit points and kills the Dragon Lord with a swing for 9. What a baller. I have no words for that. What a baller.
Wow, then that's something. So second place was awarded to MeleeWizard 122.57, and third place is going to be awarded to Eternal Newbie at 123.18. And I see Kaiten working on the Dragon Lord as well. Did put on the Death Necklace too, so wow, what a oh no, and it hurt more.
Oh no. And a miss menu as he casts Hurt More. Oh.
And then the king has declared Kaiten cursed.
Oh, you hate to see that happen.
Alright, so I'm going to update the league standings here. Let's see if we can get any interviews. So it looks like we will have two people joining us in a moment. Maybe. And we are now joined by MeleeWizard. Good game. And WillWagnerMusic. Good game to you as well. We might not have sound from either of them quite.
Dang, I keep forgetting about stupid push to talk. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good game.
Yeah, that difference between second and third, I didn't realize it was going to be that close. My goodness.
Oh, yeah, that's what makes it so good, though.
Thing is, what makes me most upset is that, well, as I've often said, I keep IRC minimized during the race, so I'm not distracted. On the way to Sharlock for the final shot, I went and pulled it up, and like 2 seconds later, that's when Will Wagner finished. It's like, really?
Oh, man. And Eternal Newbie has joined us as well. Good game.
GG.
So, yeah. Well, quite the seed, that's for sure.
Yeah, this one wasn't so bad, really. I mean, a lot of enemies were giving a lot of experience in this one. There weren't that many ones that weren't worth fighting.
Man, I'm jealous. Last night I was happy to get 100 points.
I was more amazed that I found my first kill in the grave.
Yeah, I was too.
I stumbled upon the ghost and was like, oh, well, okay. Granted, it took me a while before I found another one, but...
Yeah, it seemed like everyone was ghost hunting early on when they saw that 106 pop up on their screen.
Yeah, and then I saw the red dragons that were probably the intended enemy and only giving like 28 or something.
Yeah, and it was like 180 points to get to a level, wasn't it?
Yeah, to level 2, yeah, that was harsh. But when you saw the ghosts and how much they were giving, that wasn't so bad.
I see Kaiten trying Dragon Lord again on 17. One of you finished on 18. That was Eternal Newbie, and the other two finished on 20.
Funny thing is, I set off from Garenham at 18, and I just picked up 2 levels along the way just by fluke chance.
Yeah, those wizards were just so good.
Oh, they were so good.
They were amazing.
Yeah, but when you had to deal with the Magi Wyverns, which weren't worth it, and the red slimes, which weren't worth it for different reasons.
And I am sorry to say that Kaiten has forfeited from the race.
Ooh, that's a shame.
Yeah, Kaiten did not push out to level 18 and did not see the all of a sudden here's 40 more MP for your troubles.
Yeah, when I saw that, it was like, oh, yep, I'm done.
Yeah, that was pretty incredible.
I was also, in the early goings, I was amazed that the initial gold that you got, that was barely enough for me to get a broadsword.
All right, Kaiten joins us from the interview booth. Good game.
Salty is the word of that seed.
Welcome to Chaos Mode.
Yeah, I was. When I ran last night, I was very salty. I will admit that was part of the reason why I kind of didn't want to interview, because it was, well, that, and it was also almost 11 o'clock.
I thought I had enough against Dragon Lord 2 because I already had like what everything in my arsenal is just nope. Damage outputs that's denying me.
Are you ready to get saltier, Kaiten? The
Go
reward
ahead
for
and try.
the reward for level 18 was 43 MP.
Wait, 43 MP?
Or excuse me, 37. It was 37 MP for level 18.
47.
Some gigantic number.
All right, Will Wagner's also in the booth. So all four of our runners are here. Good game to everyone.
Good game, everybody.
GG.
I think what ultimately ended up costing me a win here was just getting myself lost. I didn't that corner where Garen, Ham, and Sherlock were, that was the last place I looked, and it took me forever to even find that one particular path.
I had trouble leveling in the very beginning. I ground to get gold, and I went down to Cantlin to get some decent gear, and I just couldn't kill anything for the beginning. And then I found this area that had a lot of green dragons, and I was able to finally get it rolling. And then I just leveled up to like 14 or 15 before I went anywhere. And I happened to explore south before I went east. And so I had everything in line to go right to get the rainbow drop. And I think that's the only reason why I finished at the time I did. Just I had good sequencing.
Yeah, that southern area was the last place I found.
Yeah, same for me. I found Garenham in the swamp cave semi early on, about halfway through, but I just, for some reason, I did not see that path over to the east of Garenham.
Swamp Cave was not even worth it anyways. It only led to Breckenary.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't know if I found the Stones of Sunlight cave, but I'm glad that by the time I got into Sharlock, I had everything I needed. And then on the route to fight the Dragon Lord once, I kept on getting attacked by wizards, and I just was chalking up EXP, and I ended up getting 2 levels on.
I hate
Yeah,
wizards on that seed.
Yeah, thankfully the wizards weren't resistant to hurt more. That was the main reason why we were able to beat up on those things like we were able to.
That final level 18 MP gain, just when I got it, I went into the castle and I'm like, oh, let me check Gwaelin's Love and see what the level is, and then let me check it again, and it ended up being like 2 levels within something like 1200 of one total EXP.
Yeah, I never picked up Gwaelin. I don't even know why I checked the coordinates. I already had the armor and the token at that point. It's like I didn't really need the flute. So that was a bit of a waste of time for me too.
Yeah, the coordinates was a waste. I thought it was gonna be the token, but it turned out to be the flute. So I had to go all the way to Hawksness to grab the token.
Yeah, I ended up finding Cole and Hawksness at those are the last 2 things that I found. So I finally had the levels, and I was able to take down the Magiwerver in the swamp cave with a couple of Hurtmores, and I was able to roll through Hawksness and Cole, and I just got the armor and had some good luck. But I ended up needing to get the fairy flute because I could have sworn that the armor was going to be at the coordinate.
And I called it. I called it in IRC that I was gonna get last place.
Yeah, but it was a pretty close race. I mean, like, I mean, Demarine and I were saying like anybody could have won that at various points throughout the race. So it definitely was well played by all of you here.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good race. Like it could have gone any sort of ways on this one.
I was so afraid of the Dragon Lord having sleep or possibly something that could be like really damaging. So I didn't use the Death Necklace before I attacked, and I finished up. And then I heard you guys had some heal from Dragon Lord 2.
Yeah, thankfully it only took me one try to stop spell him once I started seeing that.
Yeah, and it definitely was quite a race for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and get some final thoughts here. Will and Eternal are now have 7 points. That puts you tied for 6th in the league table so far. What are your thoughts as you're heading into the standard week?
I've been playing Chaos and Keyless in short Charlock for so long. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get back into standard flags again.
I find that people who have traditional strategies do really well at standard, and I like it when everything hits the fan and you have to scramble to use an herb to get to a town to unlock items. So I think I do better in chaos mode, but I'll be glad to not do chaos mode again because I got some luck this time because there've been some pretty terrible seeds I've done during practice.
Yeah, there will be at least one more chaos seed in everybody's future, though. That'll be in week 5. So, and that'll be a little bit harder. We're gonna just have the short Charlock, and I think that's it. So, that'll be exciting as we come up here. So MeleeWizard now has 6 league points, and
that's about as many points as I was expecting to get throughout this whole thing. So I'm good.
Yeah, so you're actually in a tie for ninth, I believe. No, ninth. Yeah, ninth place. So ninth place out of a lot of people is pretty good. Pretty good. So
A lot of which still haven't had their race this week yet.
hey, now I'm trying to make it sound good. Come on.
I know. I'm just when the other races happen, I'll see where I stand.
Fair enough. And Kaiten with 4 league points heading into the standard round. What are your thoughts?
I will be glad to go back to standard, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way myself, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm probably got a date with probably Mr. Holmes, so that's gonna be exciting. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Is the week 5 chaos? That's a really fast text, like the ultra speed one, right? So at least we die.
No, that is actually in week 4 where we have the regular map, the vanilla map.
Right. I mixed those up. For some reason I thought that was mixed with the chaos too in week 5. I was like,
yeah. So I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. Demarine, do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, for my first exposure to Chaos in the booth, that was wildly entertaining and a race that was definitely worth watching for everybody as it just went back and forth for a solid hour, just decision making and guessing and choosing where you're going, and some good bounces, some bad bounces. That was a lot of fun.
All right, very good. Well, I thank you all for a very wonderful race, and I also want to give thanks to Kit Kat Kocha. This is her first restream as well. Well done. Really appreciate your help throughout our time here, and Ali Gerbrap for the tracking, and very experienced tracker, and glad to see Ali Gerbrap join us. So. And I believe that is everything. So we're gonna raid Randomania. They're about to finish their Zelda randomizer race, and that'll be all. So for our runners and for Demarine, Kit Kat, and Ali Gerbrap, this is me, Game Boy F9. You are watching Randomania 3. Please have a great night.